Donald Trump suffered a total meltdown and started shouting at the president of South Africa in a completely Kafkaesque, dare I say, surreal Oval Office meeting yesterday. This is, I think in some way, this is more deranged than Trump's meeting with Zelensky in the Oval Office. Here is Trump, believed to be, at the insistence of Elon Musk and others close to him. Remember, Elon Musk is South African. Trump pulling the whole, there's a white genocide in South Africa thing. It gets really wacky. Let me present this to you.
Do not go along with government policy. Our government policy is completely against what he was saying, even in the parliament. And they're a small minority party, which is allowed to exist in terms of our constitution.
But you do allow them to take land.
No.
You do allow them to take land.
Nobody can
take land. And
take
then when
land.
they take the land, they kill the white farmer. And when they kill the white farmer, nothing happens to them.
No.
What?
Nothing happens to them.
There is criminality in our country. People who do get killed, unfortunately through criminal activity, are not only white people. Majority of them are black people. And we have now been utilized.
Black. The farmers are not black.
I
don't say that's good or bad, but the farmers are not black. And the people that are being killed in large numbers, and you saw all those grave sites, and those are people that loved ones going, I guess.
This is completely deranged. I hope people can tell.
So the Sunday morning, they told me to pay respect.
This is a narcissistic embarrassment.
To their loved ones that were killed, their heads chopped off, they died violently. And, you know, I mean, we're here to talk about it, and I didn't know we'd get involved here. But I will say this, that if the news wasn't fake, like NBC, which is fake news, totally, one of the worst, ABC, NBC, CBS, horrible. But if they weren't fake news like this jerk that we have here, if we had real reporters.
We'll get back to the attacks on who he's talking about, by the way.
They'd be covering it, but the fake news in this country doesn't talk about that. They don't want to talk about it, but now they have to talk about it. But they won't. This won't even be a subject. They'll have him talking about why did a country give a free, think of this, why did a country give an airplane to the United States Air Force? Okay? The United States, not to me, to the United States.
Imagine being the South African president, Ramaphosa, and sitting there going, what the F is this guy talking about?
States Air Force, so they could help us out, because we need an Air Force One until that's Air Force One, it's being built. 2 of them being built. But Boeing's a little bit late, unfortunately. So why did they give us a plane to the United States Air Force? That's what that idiot talks about after viewing a thing where thousands of people are dead.
I'm sorry, I don't have a plane to give you.
I wish you did. Okay.
We're going to get back to this. I wish you did have a plane to give us. But this is, I've never seen anything like this in my entire time covering American politics. I've never seen a president so deranged and narcissistic and egomaniacal as to bring people into the Oval Office and lecture them about things about which you're wrong, which I'm going to get back to in a moment. Now, white South African Elon Musk's presence in the Oval Office for this meeting is not lost on me. And seemingly Donald Trump also found it relevant to mention Elon.
Today, I have many friends from South Africa, but many of those friends are not, they can't go back. I have, Elon is from South Africa. I don't want to get Elon involved. That's all I have to do, get him into another thing. But Elon happens to be from South Africa. This is what Elon wanted. He actually came here on a different subject. Sending rockets to Mars, okay? Yes. He likes that better. He likes that subject better. That's right. But Elon is from South Africa, and I don't want to talk to him about that.
No, he doesn't want to get Elon Musk involved. Now, I think it's relevant here for me to tell you, I don't have any problem at all with a president speaking frankly and clearly to other world leaders. This is not tone policing. This is not political correctness, or we need decorum, or any of it. The problem is Trump is spitting nonsense. Just a terrible hill to die on as a president in a public setting. He comes off as condescending when he doesn't have the facts right. He comes off as just confused when he is just simply misstating just about everything that's going on here. Now, a reporter asked Trump, what will it take for you to be convinced there is no white genocide in South Africa? And Trump just goes, no, I've got a video. Check out this video. This is perplexing.
What will it take for you to be convinced that there's no white genocide in South Africa?
Yeah.
Well, I can answer that for President. It's, for him, no, seriously.
I'd rather have him answer.
Yeah, I'd rather answer that. It will be,
Our president will respond to you.
yeah, let me,
Thank you, Mr. President.
it will take President Trump listening to the voices of South Africans, some of whom are his good friends, like those who are here. When we have talks between us on the around the quiet table, it will take President Trump to listen to them. I'm not going to be repeating what I've been saying. I would say if there was Afrikaner farmer genocide, I can bet you these three gentlemen would not be here, including my Minister of Agriculture. He would not be with me. So it'll take him, President Trump, listening to their stories.
Good luck with that. Fat chance.
To their perspective. That is the answer to your question.
But, Mr. President, I must say that we have, wait. We have thousands of stories talking
Here comes the ambush.
about it. Sure. And we have documentaries, we have news stories. And then, is Natalie here, somebody here to turn that? I could show you a couple of things, and it has to be responded to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see the articles, please, if you would. And turn the lights down. Turn the
We've got a presentation.
lights down, and just put this on. It's right behind you. Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to work.
At this point, the South African president is completely just perplexed by what is taking place.
My land will require no permission from you, from the president, from no one. We don't care. We can do whatever you want to do.
All right. So they turn the lights down low and they play a video with all sorts of wild allegations being made. And then finally, Donald Trump sort of putting the cherry on top of these white genocide allegations, saying this will be the end of the country of South Africa if it's not resolved.
Yes, it's got to be resolved. It should be resolved. It's a little bit bad when you see a stadium with 100,000 people in it, because that means it's more than just a little movement. It's a pretty big movement in South Africa. So it has to be resolved. It'll be the end of the country if it's not.
But is there potential for the relationship moving forward?
I hope so. That's why I'm here. I mean, I'm not here for my health. I'm here to see what it is.
It'll be the end of the country if it's not resolved. If there were, we try to boil Trumpism down into its key component parts. The most important currency in Trumpism, I've told you, is loyalty. The most important perspective on the world around you in Trumpism is confidence, even when you're completely clueless. Total and complete confidence, bordering on condescension, in some cases clearly condescension, even when you don't know what the hell you are talking about. And Trump is really embodying that very well. Now, later in the show, we'll get to the discussion about a free plane between Ramaphosa and Trump. And we'll also get to Trump attacking a journalist in the Oval Office with words. He didn't try to, smother him or anything like that physically. With words, attacking Peter Alexander. If you or someone you love is on Medicare, this is important. The Department of Justice filed a major fraud complaint against 3 of the biggest Medicare brokers in the country. These brokers pretended to offer unbiased advice while secretly steering seniors into plans that paid them the greatest kickbacks. This is why I recommend Chapter. After seeing their own families get scammed, they created a better way. Chapter's fully independent and the only national Medicare advisor that searches every plan available to find the one that actually fits your needs. They advocate for you, not the insurance companies. No steering, no pressure, just expert help completely free. Chapter has saved the average senior over $1,000 a year, and they are a free resource for my audience. So if you want help with Medicare, give Chapter a call by dialing pound 250 and saying the keyword Medicare. You'll talk to a real person who will help you figure out exactly which plan is right for you, or go to askchapter.org/Pacman. The link is in the description.